Okay, I can't say that everything has been fixed, but at least OBS is back to normal. So we have that. Okay, so I'm back, but thank you, Noah. But now it's time for me to go take the bins out, so I'm gonna go do that really quick. Should only take a minute, and then we'll be back to spooky, weird stuff. So thank you. Feel free to test some stuff if you want to see if anything's better. It seems like it's connecting to OBS now, but honestly, I'm just glad it's not like telling me it's not responding. So. You guys hear that? Poo-poo stinky poo poopy. I hope that played because I danced to it. All right, I'll be right back. Looks like Noah heard it. All right, enjoy these messages as I'm away. Poopy poo stinky fart poopy.
When the U.S. wins, you win Olympic game.
What time is that, Mom? Basketball. The U.S. wins. Then we win.
When the U.S. wins a medal in the event on your game card, you win a Big Mac, or regular fries, or regular Coca-Cola, or win up to $10,000 instantly. So go to McDonald's and collect your game cards, because when the U.S. wins, you win.
Way to go, Mom.
Star Wars. It's great in the arcade. Whoa! TIE fighters! Fireballs! Coming right at me! Watch the laser towers. Aim for the tops. Pick in the cameras. Use the force. It's coming too fast! It's way! It's way! My shields are gone! Alright! I'm going in!
Oh, some game, huh?
Some game!
In a galaxy of video games, there is only one. Star Wars. The
Attention shoppers. This week at Omega Mart, save on name brand sodas like root beer flavored vape juice flavored root beer. Plus, stock up on emergency clams, just 79 cents a can. And on your way out, try your luck at our new arcade machine.
I'm a milk drinker. I care about this body of mine. Staying fit, healthy, trim. Milk is beautiful nutrition without a lot of calories. And even if you never give your body this kind of workout, think about what you do give it. Milk, it does a body good.
Step into our universe of infinite savings at Omega Mart. This week, save on ground magic meat, only $1.99 a pound. Half a heart, now half off at just $2.99 each. Omega Mart bone-in trophy chops, $2.49 a pound. Brain, only $7.99 a pound. Heavenly hash, picnic priced at $1.49 a pound. Nebula loaf, wow, only 99 cents a pound. See the savings for yourself. Only at Omega Mart, your portal to a universe of value.
Ethel! They're playing our song! Ethel! They're playing our song!
When you're the life of the party, you never sit.
Ethel, they're playing our song.
But your dirty dishes do, and that can leave you with a real headache the next morning. That's the time to reach for Sunlight dishwasher detergent. Lemon Scent Sunlight cuts tough, stuck-on food easily. Nothing cleans dishes that sit better. Try Lemon Sunlight. It really stands up to dishes that sit.
No. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Because here comes Yoshi. And he's up against Goombas, Goobers, Pooh Buddies, and Piranha Plants in Nintendo's new stack and sandwich puzzle game called Yoshi. Match the creatures and wipe them out. Play alone or with a friend. But mix them and you won't stand a chance. It's challenging. It's overwhelming.
Hey, Yoshi!
It's Yoshi, the new puzzle game for Game Boy or NES. Now you're playing with power.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Jill Dandon! Yeah! Yeah! Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
The fuck is that? Some crazy guitar pick? What is it?
My guess is that it's a giant guitar pick.
Oh, that's a guitar pick. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Kay. Can I get a fist bump, girl? Come on. Kay. Don't leave me hanging. Aw, man. What's this? A drawing of a woman in a swimsuit wearing some weird headgear?
Drat, where'd it go? I worked so hard to get that card. No.
Little pervert. Take my claspers in your cloaca, girl. If that's all right. Boom, boom. Here's what it's supposed to look like. This thick little sausage thing. Oh, fuck. Oh man, that made a mess all over my keyboard. No! Even heard me. Sometimes I'm like, is he even hearing me? Eureka! 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 Shamika! Papika! Ripa! Fake cat! Ripa! Alright. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, and the bins are out, and I brought Doritos. Cool Ranch flavor. You guys into those? I hope so. It's a party size. So this better be a party. Because it's party size. Kick those bins to the curb. Hell yeah, bro. And it was raining out there. It's been a very rainy season this year. A lot of rain. A lot of precipitation. Let's get cool with some Cool Ranch. It's gonna be really hard to eat this while I play this game because I have to talk so much. Thanks to everybody for sticking around, by the way. Those in the sweet Thai chili I like. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I would, I'd guess that I wouldn't like that for sure. Sounds spicy. Alright, let's see. What items do I have? I just have the cursed stone. Let's move. So we got Hoonji Bridge, South Wadikasui Street in Shumoku Bridge area. Let's just go to this one. It's the closest.
I don't like walking, so let's just walk to the closest one.
Shumoku Bridge area. The Shumoku Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the haunting Clappers story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found was it looks like a 100 yen lighter someone threw away. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. And we got a lighter. Looks like a cheap one. Alright. Let me look around. No. Think. Of course I didn't just find a lighter. There were a ton of cigarette butts strewn across the ground too. Seems like the place is well in need of some wooden clappers to warn about fire. That I like it here. That also made me think just clicking on my face. Click on my butt. Can I fart? Anybody? Give me the honors. Items. guess we can move. Can't. Far. Not allowed to fart. There we go. Thank you. Alright, I guess we'll go to the next area because there was something else I could do here. Wadi Gasui. Wadi Gasui Street. Both the foot washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even a road as big as this one is silent as the grave. Is it just me? Or is it oddly dark around here? Could this be? I know it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark around here. And this feeling, it's the same as before. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Look away, look away. Anywhere but at the spirit floating nearby. No! There! There's something over there! Is that a curse echo? A curse of the 7 mysteries given form? I knew it! There's a curse bearer around here. Okay. It's got like its head is like missing from its body. Is that curse echo what's causing this darkness? It doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? Observe. Observe! No, approaching would be stupid. I should keep my distance. Can I use my lighter somehow? Cheap lighter found lying around. It barely has any lighter fluid left. Think. Decision time. What should I do? If I sit here like this, I risk fulfilling the conditions for that person's curse. Seems like I can still back out if I want, but do I want to? I guess let's go for it, dude. When things pop up in horror games, I run straight at them. Let's do it. Is that curse echo what's causing the darkness? Doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? Get closer. Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit here and wait. Let's check it out. A little closer. A little closer. Come a little closer, baby. It's getting dark, dude. Oh. Oh! Darn it, now what? This isn't a curse doing this. Somebody's pulling me in. That hurt. It looks like I'm inside a building. Did it toss me in here? I can't see squat. Is it the same darkness from the curse echo? Surroundings. I'm completely enclosed. Doesn't seem like there's even a window. There's no telling which direction I'm facing. Think. Ah, they got me. This has to be the work of another curse bearer. Is this darkness because of a curse echo? Are they trying to trap me here? Guess I should be glad they haven't killed me yet. If I don't start searching for a way out. Shit. Can't see a thing. If only I had a source light. The lighter. That's right, I still have the lighter I picked up earlier. Perfect, it works. Now I can make out my surroundings a bit better. What the? Something... Drat, he's got a light. That ruins everything. Is someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over. Time to get out of here. Oh. Okay, are we using the curse, guys? Are we just going to use it every time? Is that what we're going to do? Is that the decision? What do you guys think? Let the bodies hit the floor? Bad boy Dom? Alright. Do the command. You know I'm gonna deserve it. Here we go. Use curse. You're done for him. There you go. What the? Why? Watch him not be a curse bearer either. He's just some innocent bystander. That was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm all right. Ooh. The curse stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 30% soul dregs. His curse must have something to do with the light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern? So there's a connection between the 7 mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. Worth it, yeah, dude. 30%, dude. And the guy probably was trying to fuck me up, dude. So we got the best of that. I guess that's all there was to do here then. What do we think? If the ever-burning lantern is the curse responsible for this, I guess maybe its condition is something about being in total darkness? It's a good thing I had this lighter. Seems to have saved me. Yeah, good thing I went to that one first, huh? I guess we'll go up to this one next. Honji Bridge. I'm here at Honji Bridge, the location linked with the beckoning light. Let's re-up on the beckoning light again. While walking along the road near Honji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near. But just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it's a monster, leading people astray. Some people even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. We got Far Shore, and we got this man, and we got that ass, though. Oh, look at that ass. Someone standing on the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Calls attention. Observe that ass. Whoa, shit! Wait. Fine, I'll go first. Whoa. I see. Interesting. Well now, this is a surprise. Huh? Who are you? If you've got the wrong guy, just say so. Okay. That was a weird interaction, man. He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts. Far Shore. The other side is an industrial district, and further down from the bridge is the temple from which it gets its name. Honji Bridge has a pretty unusual structure, and the ends are stone, and the middle is steel. The Oyoko River beneath it is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period. Hardly anyone's around. Not surprising, seeing as it's past 2 in the morning. Feels like the whole world's gone to sleep. Along with one super shady looking guy, only a curse bearer would have any reason to be here around this time. Maybe I should talk to him. It's like all of a sudden this world is just full of these curse bearers. Only curse bearers would be doing this. I know exactly what a curse bearer would be doing, even though I learned about it about 1 hour ago. Alright, let's talk to him. Come now. It wouldn't hurt to at least tell me your name. Shogo, what are you doing here? Oh, I'll just tell him. Oh no, what if that's... Hold on. What if that's his, like, curse thing, if I tell him his name? I don't think that would have anything to do with the light, though. The light would be like if I followed him somewhere, right? So I'll say I'm Shogo. Careful now, man. It's not wise to. Wait, it's not nice to, or it's not wise to go about giving your name to strangers. I guess that's true. It's weird that he would say that, though. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either. You could call me Richter Kai, private detective. But didn't you just say not to... Never mind. You say you're a detective? That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you that so you could have an understanding. Private Detective Richter Kai. I like this guy. I think he's pretty cool so far. The eccentric man that Shogo Okai ran into on Honji Bridge. What's a detective doing around here? Working. And that's all I'll say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. This seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? I saw a strange man. I'm looking for someone. Why should I tell you? I'm here to see a strange man. Why should I tell you? I'm looking for someone. I saw a strange man. I'm not literally looking. I guess I'm looking for a curse bearer, so maybe that's the someone. Oh, strange man. Why should I tell you? 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 I see. Clearly you didn't stop here just for the chance to talk to me. Which begs the question, what did you expect to find here? Maybe this bridge simply appeals to you. But then, why would you go out of your way to drop by in the middle of the night? I'm looking for the beckoning light. It's none of your business. I'm looking for the beckoning light. It's none of your business. Like, should we keep on with the none of your business? It's none of your business. No, don't worry about it. I think I'm in the wrong place anyway. If you ever need a hand, I'd be happy to help. It's all in the day's work for an investigator extraordinaire. Thanks, I'll try looking somewhere else for now. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more help. Okay. So that means that I can't go any farther here if I don't interact with him? I think I need to interact with him. Richter Kai, more like Richter. Oh my. I got the vapors. He looks like a fabulous man. Look at that belt buckle he's got too. Just what he thinks behind it, you know what I'm saying? Ah, that's right. I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean for cigarettes? Well, I've got this cheap one I picked up, but that's it. Oh no, this will do nicely. Are you sure? See, this seems like the light thing now, though. Like, isn't this whole thing here, like, a light that leads you astray? You think his thing could be? We gotta find out, though, right? Oh. I can't use it? Or if you think.
It doesn't seem like he has anything to do with the curse bears. I should move on. If he's been here for as long as he says, there's a good chance he's seen something. But I don't think it's worth asking. He seems like all kinds of trouble.
Anyway, I should get back to work. Once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course. My work is top secret.
Okay, we're done talking to him then. That's all he's gonna say. I'll think one more time. Okay, so the same thing again. So I think we're ready to move. Am I gonna go back to the first area again or something?
Okay. I've had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? First around Modoricho Park at the end of South Wadigasui Street is the Taiko of Tsugaru. Tsugaru? North of there is a school called Komagata High School at the location of the Fool's Procession. It should be around here.
Okay. Fool's Procession. I have no idea what to go first. I just got blindly lucky on the last one. I went for the closest one. Should I keep going for that? Let's go to the closer one. That seems slightly closer. Midoricho Park? There's two dudes over there.
This is Midoricho Park, location of the Taiko of Tsugaru, one of the 7 mysteries. Oh, someone's there. No, that was... Oh, someone's there. 2 men. One middle-aged man and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up their conversation from this distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind a tree to move out of the line of sight.
Oh. They're supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night is done. Maybe you're right, but still, the 7 mysteries. Huh? Is there a noise from behind us just now? Never mind. Just my imagination. But does the curse really let you kill someone with the object like that? Sorry, something bugging me. I'm gonna have to check back there. Nothing. Guess this place is just keeping me on edge. Oh god! No, they found me! He's suddenly right there, dude. That got me. What is that thing on the bottom of the screen? The little mountains and the gears? What is that? Oh, it's the... Oh, interesting. It was the Fujitech reactives. That's weird. Look at these two, man. You're like a detective?
Oh, you two are police officers. People often say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. I jumped so hard just then. Yeah, me too. I'm sure there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions. As procedure. Oh, I'm Jun Iro. Irio? I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department, Investigative Division. Newbie Detective, Jun Irio. And this old guy with a scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tatsumi. Tetsuo Tatsumi. Who my superior officer. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he actually has quite the sweet tooth. Edio, quit blabbering. Veteran Detective Tetsuo Tatsumi. Persons of interest updated. Tetsuo Tatsumi, the gruff police detective that Shogo Okai met at Midoricho Park. Midoricho? Still working on that one. And then Jun Idio, the fresh-faced police detective that Shogo Okai met at Midoricho Park. Nothing interesting in those files. Alright, let's take a look at June. I always imagine detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones too. He's as intimidating as I'd expect a veteran cop to be. First that private detective, now police detectives. Why today of all days? That's true. Let's talk to June. Ooh, look, he's giving us a kissy lips, guys. He said kiss me. Kiss me, Shogo. Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? Can you stop being so pouty with those lips, dude? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along with it. Wow, you work for Haihaku Soaps? I always fall with that one. I hear they've been raking it in lately. That true? I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I still have my stream going on my phone. Oops. Should probably close out of that. My phone was still reminding me to take the bins out. Thanks, phone, but I got it. Alright. I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Idio, you use hair products? Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays all use these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Okai? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss is kind of a caveman who thinks using only a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have all-in-one soaps for just that purpose. There are plenty of people like you. Ha! Hear that, Idio? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? That's funny. What a weird conversation. Okay, we'll talk to the old guy now. I'll leave the questions up to him. I got nothing to ask. Okay, keep talking. Anyway, Mr. Okai, what's that? What is it that you're doing here? Actually, I'm searching for the 7 mysteries. Have you heard of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo, Detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. A bit sleepy, but I heard you should put out more. Yeah, he did say you should put out more, but he meant like you should put out more of these soaps that I use. I think is what he meant. But yeah, I thought that in my head too. You should put out more. It's like maybe that would help out. Well,
Yep, phrasing, exactly.
Sorry, it's so hard to like snack when I'm playing these games. I see. I seem to remember even Midoricho Park had one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again? The Fool's Procession. Nope, the other one was the Fool's Procession. The Taiko of Sugaru. Yeah. Ah, that's right. The Taiko of Sugaru. The whole area used to be the residence of the Sugaru, a clan of samurai. So that's why you were hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing. Though I admit I haven't been looking into these things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you'd best be heading home.
Uh-oh, they're detectives. They're not investigating the corpse that was here, are they? No, I'm still fine anyway. It's not like a curse would show up as evidence in a police investigation. I can hardly believe how calm I am. I just need to keep a cool head and not panic.
Guess we could still keep talking apparently. Oh, he's giving us the kissy lips again.
Something wrong? You're free to go.
Stay.
Excuse me. Since you detectives are around, does that mean something happened around here? Well, we are investigators, so it is indeed related to a case. But don't worry, that's no threat to civilians whatsoever. We'll be here a while longer, looking into things, but you can rest easy.
A while longer, huh? That's not good. It's maybe my only chance.
I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care.
We're done here. Going home. Okay, I've exhausted everything.
We can think. Let's think real quick.
While I'm fairly sure one of them is a curse bearer, getting them to leave will be hard. Maybe I should go somewhere else before they get any more suspicious of me.
Okay. Gotta go to the high school then. I wonder if I did these in the wrong order. Maybe if we would have went to high school first, we would have had something for that.
Here I am at Komagata High School. Gymnasium, school gauge, surroundings. This school is supposedly on the former site of the daimyo's residence where he encountered the Fool's Procession. It's now at the center of a quiet residential area. There's not a person in sight. Omagata High School. A co-educational municipal high school with 632 attendees. Its name is commonly shortened to Koma High. Although it opened in Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policy saw it change its name, becoming Komagata High School. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit. The success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sports clubs face challenges with its inner-city location and small campus. Its traditional culture research club is thriving, however, even issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with a local records office. School gates. Let's see here. High school girl.
Ah, someone's there!
Huh? Whoa, what the?
Ouch. I'm so sorry, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? And she gives us that face. What's going on? Are you at school why are you at school this late?
Well, I'm really sorry. I'm in a big hurry right now. I gotta go.
Oh. Uh-oh. We can use the curse. I don't want to. I don't want to use the curse. It's too early, right? Right, guys? It's too early to use the curse. Right, guys? Right? Right? I'm going to wait and make sure that you guys agree with me. Because, right, it's too early. We don't know this girl. Mm-hmm. Right? We can't just kill her just because she's walking away from us. Right, there we go. Right. Not committed to the curse every time. We might still use it on her. You know what I'm saying? Just give her a little bit of a chance, you know? Because she ain't a curse bearer. It might not be worth it. It's only 1% if they ain't curse bearers. You know what I'm saying? It's only kill people that have wronged you. Yeah, and curse bearers. If the curse bearer doesn't wrong me, and I still need some soul dregs, I mean, maybe we can still go for that. But if she's only going to give me 1% soul dregs, then who cares? If her soul's worthless, whatever. But if she has a curse stone, though, or whatever. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, wait. Oh.
Huh? A curse? Why?
It happened anyways?
It can't be, Mew. I'm sorry.
What the fuck, dude? We used it anyways. Bleh. And then we just walked away. Oh, we gained more than 1%. We gained 5%. Okay, what just happened? Did I not have the illusion of choice, my dude? I did not click on it. I just clicked next. I didn't click on the corner thing. Wait, and then we did it anyways? This has to be like an accident. We were telling her not to walk away from us because we needed to walk away from her. Was she a curse bearer? No, I don't think so. I mean, I have no idea, but the last curse bearer we killed gave us 30% soul dregs, and she gave us 5 when the first guy gave us 1. So apparently her soul is better than the other guy's. Or is it a scripted thing? Yeah, it could be a scripted thing. Because I think maybe what it is that it's our curse. So we don't have a choice to use it. Like, because the curse is that if people walk away from us, they die. I think that's what it is. So she walked away. So we were trying to say, no, wait, don't go. But she left anyways and died. I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just one interpretation. I could be wrong. We'll see if it gets cleared up later. But I think maybe that's why it was a scripted thing. Because obviously, no matter what I did, she was dying. Which sucks because, you know, she just didn't seem like she was doing anything wrong to us. She's just a young lady.
I killed her! Nice, she was a curse bear. This is working. I just have to keep it up.
She was a curse bear? How did we know that? It was only 5%, but the other guy was 30. Good boy for trying. Thank you. I appreciate it. Or maybe she had killed 4 people already. Oh, maybe. And that other guy had killed that many people? Okay. Oh, she did say something about a curse as she was dying. That's why we know she was a curse bearer. The other guy had killed 29 people. Yeah, apparently you're right, Lemur. Whoa, okay. So she was a curse bearer. Interesting. But we have a very strong one if people just have to walk away from us. Alright, anyways.
I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2.
Shogo Okai, 3 a.m. I don't know why I said 4. Why the fuck?
Alright, on to the next one. First, the one-sided read by Ryogoku Bridge. then the evergreen beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River.
Honestly, I have no idea which one to go through first. I feel like we could just keep on with going to the closest one. We might as well. I don't know that doing those last two in a different order would have done anything. That's basically what I'm doing, Papa. This has become Dark Souls 2, apparently. Former Yasuda Gardens.
The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it was easy enough to sneak in since there were no guards at this time of night. However, unless...
That's what the firekeeper tells you. Nice. Well, this is like a... They took... Whoa, whoa! Whoa! You almost got me, lady.
So have you decided what you're going to do?
With what? What? Whoa, you're getting close to me, girl. Hold on now.
With your... Oh, so precious. Curse stone.
Uh-oh. She's turning me on, dude. I'm feeling my curse stone right now.
Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me.
I've been waiting here for you. I have a curse stone.
Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued.
I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life.
In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, "Let me think about it."
Which brings us to now. All right.
Okay. Surroundings.
It feels weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. The Ryogoku Public Hall is also on the grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes the place feel even more otherworldly.
Former Yasuda Gardens, a lush green park administered by Sumida City. As is common in traditional Japanese gardens, its large central pond is shaped like a character for heart. The paths that crisscross its grounds, lined with stone lanterns, are perfect for strolling while appreciating the foliage or bird watching. The gardens once pulled in water from the Sumida River so that its pond would ebb and flow with the tide, a novelty in Edo which had begun filling in the bay to support its expansion. But the practice has been discontinued in modern times due to flood prevention measures. Strange woman. Let's check her out. A woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family in high social standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place. It is pretty dark here. If we look away from her, she could get mad. What if we run? We're going to have to parlay, I think. There's nothing to look. Okay. Parlay.
Don't tell me you haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man.
Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment?
Sure, go on.
About curse stones, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself?
If we're going to talk, you should get to know each other better. My name is Shogo.
Stop.
Huh?
Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And have a harder time killing you.
You would?
Don't you think? 7.
Is she counting down or something? About curse stones.
If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it?
With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no?
I do have a lot of soul dregs.
How does she know so much?
I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. 6.
Okay. Talk again. Okay, the rite of resurrection.
You want soul dregs. That means you're after the rite of resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led to this?
Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your cursed stone to me?
Sure, I'd consider it. So tell me.
Liar.
Huh?
You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 5.
Shit, dude, that didn't work. Let's see what else we got. Shit, I got nothing. Think.
Damn it. Did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me at any time. Guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. It could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. I can't hand over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated. Find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that'd catch her interest.
Items. Curse stone. Currently 67% filled with soul dregs. Wait, how'd it get to 67%? Wait, hold on, what? Why is it 67%? It wouldn't be 67, right? Wasn't it in this like 37 or 30, something like that? It was still in the 30s, I thought. But now we're 67? Huh. I am confused. Alright, anyways. So I guess we can still talk to her. It still shows that there's still something new we can say to her. About curse stones. Let's continue with about curse stones.
Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearers' stones and add them to your own?
Each person tells you the percent you gain. Each person tells you the percent you gain. So last time we gained 35%? Okay, so is that what you're saying? Is last time it told me how much she gave me, not how much I had? That's what you're saying? I thought it would last time it was telling us the total. Okay, you're saying that each time it's just telling me. I see. Yeah, because that would be how that works out. Okay, got it. That was confusing. I guess I must have just read that wrong. Okay. Well, now I understand. So yeah, it definitely is way more brimming than I thought it was, dude. Okay. What happens when we get 100%? Oh yeah, can you take soul dregs?
Who knows? But you have to admit it's worth trying.
She looks like she's so tired. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. I was confused at first too. Yeah, it is kind of confusing. Yeah, the way it was phrased did sound like she only gave you 5. Okay, so it wasn't just me then. Until they gave you the 67% amount, then it clicked. Yeah, all of a sudden the math does line up. Yeah, for sure. That is interesting. Yeah, so I need to click on the item itself for it to tell me the actual total. You want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty.
You're half right, but half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand?
Creepy.
4.
Okay. Kirsten's reservation. Introduce yourself. Just keep talking about Kirsten's? How do you know you haven't already set off my curse?
Go on. Use it.
Well, if the game let me, I guess we probably would, wouldn't we, guys?
If I had, you could have activated it without all that bluster. And yet, here you are.
Damn it, does she already know about it? Or about that student from before? But if she already knows what would activate it, she wouldn't hide it. Because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. So she must not know yet. I still have a chance.
Listen. I don't want you to get the wrong idea.
About what?
Talking like this instead of killing you immediately. It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you were never in a position to bargain.
Spooky. She's so close to my face, guys. Heavy breathing.
3.
Okay. Think.
What condition have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot in here? Something that I'm still doing even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly stripped naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. If being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach, then I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. In which case, there's no escape. She'd activate the curse before I ever got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over.
I mean, we would though, because we're playing a video game. Let me see. I think if we want to learn about it, then it's the Evergreen Curse. Let's read about the Evergreen Curse again. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, known as the former Yasuda Gardens, where we are now. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the Beech Residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. So what would this mean? If anything, you're not shedding something because you're keeping... It's like the act of giving it to her is what will kill me. That's what it seems like. Because then we're like actually shedding our leaves, maybe? You know what I mean? Superstition. It's like the answer is to do nothing. I wonder, maybe her curse is enabled when you believe she has a curse, like a fake curse, like the fake evergreen. Yeah, maybe, yeah, that's what it is. As long as you believe in her curse, she can kill you with it, but if you don't believe in it, then she can't kill you. Interesting. How do I get my character to realize something like that? Let's see. Still talk to her. About Kirsten's the right of resurrection, or introduce yourself. Or when you find out her name. Oh, because then you find out that it is an evergreen tree. I like that theory too. Yeah, I think these are all pretty plausible in my head. It could go any of these ways. Because the name thing could be introducing yourself. So maybe we should keep on pressing with that. What if you just tell me your name?
Why?
Well, I need to call you something. Because, yeah, I guess what we'd be saying her curse condition is just not knowing her name, right? So then you're cursed unless you know her name in that case. Because we've already fulfilled the condition, at least as far as she's saying. She's trying to say that. Or have we? Because she could be lying, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Well, I need to call you something.
Then call me ma'am.
Huh? Alright, ma'am.
Yes? What is it?
Ah, this is bad. She's completely running the show here.
2.
You can still talk about introducing yourselves. Let's try it. Let's try the introduce yourself one again. Let's just keep pushing that.
I've had enough. 2 curse bears. Shouldn't be carrying on like this. 1.
Okay, so she's done with that one. Okay, we are done with that one. Okay. Okay, I've done this one the most, so we're gonna go ahead and click on this one again because we're on 1. So let's see what happens. You actually can't kill me, can you? And that strange countdown from before too. It's all just a bluff to threaten me. See, that's like my theory, is that she's just trying to like intimidate me or whatever. Is there a scum save? Well, I don't know that there's a need for it. Last time we made a decision that killed us. It just immediately put us back. Like the game was like, oh, it looks like you've died. Like there's a narrator. Like it's all a part of it or something. You know what I mean? And he's like, well, you can just go right back to where you were and everything's fine. Because we're actually someone who's like experiencing this. Is like that's like the big story or whatever, I guess. I kind of assume that this is not going to be the only person that we go through or something, his journey through these things or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's all just a bluff to threaten me. I don't give in to threats. So why don't you give this up and...
If that's the case, give it a try then. Only 1 more now. Let me tell you the number. 0. Such a shame.
What?
This is the end for you.
Is it though? Oh shit.
Farewell.
Some guy on fire? No! Ah, fire! Fire, it's so hot, it burns! Fire? Fire! Oh, of course! That's what it was! Ah! That guy, damn it! He must have been following me. What? But it's already too late. Okay, what? Okay, the guy was there. Okay.
My, Domm. You seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. It is not all in vain, however, as you finally realize how the curse is activated. Have I? Have I, though? How was it activated? Was it her just counting down and that was it? I don't get that, dude. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady. Try again. Very well, remember how to ward off the curse when you return. But bear in mind, Shogo Okai has no way of realizing it himself. You must react for him.
So, the fire. I have a lighter. I guess I use the lighter somehow. Hello, lady.
Okay, we don't need to read everything again.
Yeah, I mean, sort of, yeah. I think that's part of how you're supposed to figure it out. That's why they have this character, I guess. That's like, oh, we'll put you right back or whatever, you know, try again. I have a feeling that that's like, this is part of the puzzle. It's like Ace Attorney, you know? Like, I always use the guide, but this is kind of how you're supposed to do Ace Attorney. Where you just keep trying stuff until it works. If you don't know, you know. What if I just immediately use the lighter? I can throw it away. So is it having it is the problem? Maybe? Should we try that? See you later.
Huh? Throw away the slider? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that?
Yes, really, throw it away. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Lemur, yeah. I was just thinking in my head. Now for the ride, I don't know what triggered it. Yeah, I'm thinking, because it's fire, and this is the only thing that causes fire that we have. To me, it's just because we had it, we were, like, meeting her condition. So throw it away. I don't know how that has to do with the curse.
Not sure why, but here goes nothing.
100 yen lighter discarded.
Look at her, dude. Whoa.
What did you just... Why threw your lighter away all of a sudden?
Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it.
How?
Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could that lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I?
How could you?
We can use our curse, guys. I'm thinking we do, right? Right? Confirm, please? Use that curse. Do it, curse the shit out of her. You got it. Use that curse.
Finish her. Fatality.
This can't be. My Suichi.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it makes sense. It has gained 25% soul dregs. So now we just got an additional 25. There we go. Yeah, see? It's all making sense now. You just got to know how to read English. That's the tricky part. Sweet. We got that one. We're going to have Yoko back in no time, dude. Ryogoku Bridge.
Hey, quick question for you. What the? Sorry this is so sudden, but I've got to ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer?
Oh shit, you doing the whole glasses push-up move there. The curse could have been the lack of light one. Yeah, see, I guess I was expecting whatever curse wasn't the evergreen curse. Yeah, but it's like weird that, because like, I guess I just thought that there was the one time with the clappers or whatever, the guy had the light one at the place where there was actually like a light curse. I guess there was one of them that matched. You know, it's the only one that we actually ever had the character point that out at, but I guess I assumed all the other ones were matched, but maybe you're right, and it's like she didn't have that one, but she had a different curse. I don't know. It's weird.
Are you a curse bearer? What? How'd you know?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Should we look around? Whoa! Okay, so who are you? Well, let's look at our surroundings first. The canal where the one-sided reed grew is supposed to be around here somewhere. Oh, is that what those limbs are? I forgot about that word. But now there's no trace of it left. Alright, let's read that myth again real quick. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomizo who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomizo persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomizo brought a dagger to a canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut her arm and leg off one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. So that's probably why there's floating limbs there. That was one story said that there was a river burning lantern and the never burning lantern. Maybe they're two separate curses. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think there were two that had to do with lights, right? Because there was one that had to do with fire, I think, and the other one had to do with light. Like the clapper one had to do with fire, and maybe I was conflating that a little bit. But then the whole thing was that it had to be in complete darkness. See, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just along for the ride, all right? I read along to Twitch app what happened after he asked, "Are you a curse bearer?" I don't think we've actually answered yet. I just started looking at the surroundings, and then I read the curse for this area, which is the one-sided reed things. I haven't talked to him again since he said that, but we did see these floating pair of legs. So that's weird. It was supposed to be limbs from one side of a person's body, not the bottom of their body. So that's weird. Okay, I think I jumped in just right after you read the clapper one. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, what was the clapper one? I'm actually kind of interested now. What was that one? The beckoning light, the fool's procession. Oh, the haunting clappers. As the evening bell rings in Iriicho, an 8 watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers... Oops. He accidentally right-clicked and I exited out of it. Second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Yeah, it really has nothing to do with light. So, yeah, maybe the... that one ever-burning one was a double, had 2 different curses associated. Who knows? They also said that there's like 15 different actual curses, so maybe the 7 is just like, there's 7 places, but there's 15 curses, right? Because they did say that there was even rumored to be 15 at the very beginning of the game. I don't know if you guys heard that. So maybe it's something like that. Yeah, this game has been really entertaining. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Oh yeah, I didn't miss anything. I'm enjoying this game. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are. Me too. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. I'm glad you guys are also enjoying it. Yeah, I definitely have been. It's a pretty cool story. All right, I kind of want to like see what this lady's up to. What are you here for, lady? What the? How did you?
Oh, don't mind me. Yutaro said he wants to talk. You'd better answer quickly before, well, you know what.
Okay, that's all I get to say to her. Okay, let's look at the anything over here. All right, let's look at the echo. Is this his curse echo? Making it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself. What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? I'm a curse bearer too. What's that? What's that? What should we play, Domm? I'm glad you're enjoying it, Domm. I know horror isn't your thing, but the lore is just spooky nature. It's too awesome to not get invested in it. Yeah, because I just like a good story. It's just like I just don't like horror for the sake of horror. Yeah, but if it's horror for the sake of like telling a cool story, like, yeah, I can be here for that for sure. And Curse Bearer 2, what's that? I'm gonna say, what's that? I don't know. Curse what? Curse Bearer says what? The hell is that? You took too long to answer. Huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the curse echo appeared. I knew it. You're a curse bearer too. You can stop trying to hide it now. Not that you were doing a very good job. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name's Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echo is the foot washing mansion. Okay. That's why it's feet. I don't understand, because it's supposed to be one giant foot in the superstition, but I guess part of it was that these superstitions are old, and she was talking about like the whole game of telephone. Who knows what the things actually were? So, young curse bearer, Yutaro Namigaki. The young man encountered in Ryogaku Bridge. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. A chat? I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Alright. Fine, chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone responsible, or sorry, someone reasonable. Brain took over there. Think.
A chat between 2 curse bearers? What's he trying to pull?
Dude, I might kill you even if I'm trying not to, bro. I'm just gonna warn you about that. So I'm gonna look at him. A young man, probably younger than me. Maybe a college student? This guy is quite the bold character. He's got confidence, I'll give him that. Can we talk to this lady again? Yo, lady! Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Alright, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? To gather soul dregs? Yep, you're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the 2 of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it. We could split the work, and we'd have 2 kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together. I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs in one cursed stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it. I can't do that alone either. Let's see. I'm just going nowhere. Fine. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we humor him, or is that, you know, or you think that's gonna be a trap? Because humoring him could be him setting us up to maybe he's got a very specific thing that he's got to do. Stella's a lone wolf. It's going nowhere for Stella, I think. Anybody else have any say in there? So I'm gonna say Ida. No, she didn't actually. This time, she did not. I think she actually took a stance this time. Guess we'll say this is going nowhere. It'll be interesting to find out if it could happen, but I feel like it's probably a trap. He does seem like a cool guy. He does seem like a cool guy. It seems like he's like very anime because he's like taken as like, yeah, I got this power. You want to team up with your power? I mean, he has the glasses pushed down. He does. He's got it. And so business game I actually chose. Yeah, there you go. So it looks like we're on the fence. It looks like we got Lemur saying fine, and Stella saying this is going nowhere. Is there anybody who can break the tie, or do I have to? Papa says fine. All right, we're going fine. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see if this traps us, Stella. Maybe you were right the whole time. We'll see. All right then. If we're working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks. Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. But there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soul dregs do you have right now? Oh, do look at that. Is Ask Dolus working? Yeah, it should. I think it was the only one that was, at least the audio was working. For some reason, it wasn't cutting it out properly, but the audio was working. Right. I have some, of course. I am more than competent after all. I'm asking how many? I'm at 1%. Don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate, I'll have plenty in no time. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? Wait. We're bluffing. I'm at 92%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. Is that right? Maybe that is right. I forgot to add up what we had, because how many did we get from her? 25? So we probably would be. That probably is right then. Okay, yeah. I totally forgot to add the new ones we got from that last girl. His eyes. I don't trust his eyes. Yeah, he sounds like he's actually a pretty shit fucking curse bearer, dude. We got fucking 92, bro. You think we need your help? No. You need our help, dude. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. 67 plus, it's 25. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. Why don't you just go ahead and walk away from me? You gotta be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. So is he gonna take all mine now? I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you? Here we go, it was a trap. Stella was right, it looks like, perhaps. What the? Is this voice of the curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. No! Damn it, it didn't play because the frickin' Windows update, you son of a bitch. What I wanted to play was right there. My, Dom, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result.
This is mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Yutaro. Let's do it. Very well, remember to ward off curses before it is activated. Ward off curses before... What? I have a special way of doing that? What's that? But bear in mind, Shogo Okai has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him.
We already talked to the lady? Yes.
The large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Chuyo City. Oh, that's new information. Ryogoku Bridge, the second oldest of the many bridges spanning the Sumida River, behind Shinjui Ohashi, during the Great Fire of Mairiki in 1657, which destroyed 60 to 7% of Edo. Many drowned in the Sumida River attempting to swim away from the flames, resulting in the building of bridges to be a major focus on the reconstruction efforts. Although this bridge was simply known as Ohashi, or Great Bridge, when it was first erected, the people of Edo took to calling it Ryogoku Bridge, or Two Nations Bridge, due to its location between the provinces of Musashi and Shimosa, and this eventually became its official name. Over time, the wide roads at either side, originally intended as fire breaks, became popular locations for street performances and other events. The bridge was rebuilt following the Great Kanto earthquake and still stands to this day.
Nobody likes saying I told you so, but y'all got Domm dead. That's true. It's true. Based off the story, maybe you have to ask to trade with him. Maybe. I have to ask to trade with him. Did we have that option, though? I don't remember getting that option. I think we have to not agree. I mean, that's the only option I got, though, wouldn't it? Was just to not agree to work with him, I think. Should we do a death counter for this one, too? What do you think? We probably can remember all the deaths before, right? Because I got one at the very beginning for turning around. We got one with a girl with a fire guy, and then this guy. So we've got 3 deaths. If you guys want to do death counter, just do a exclamation point dead should be all you need to do. Get started. If you guys want. Alright, let's talk to him. Let's talk, what do you want? Let's just go straight to the chase. Want to join forces. Join forces. You're using a curse because there's someone. Yerp. There we go. I think I needed to fix it showing the death counter, didn't I? Maybe I just gotta use the show death counter. Was it counter? Did I mess that up? Huh? Is it not? Why is it not showing it? Okay, let me just go ahead and do it manually. Let's see, where did I have that? I had it on the game slide. Death counter. Why don't we have any? Why did everything break, dude? It's like everything freaking broke. There's some new update killed everything? I don't understand. No, we're getting raided! Welcome, raiders! Hey, there you go. Let's check out this clip. Now I crave violence. Okay, I have to fix the counter. Hell yeah. What's up, Hugh and gang? Welcome in, everybody. If anybody hasn't followed Hugh, you should go on over there and follow. I believe she also played this game recently, I saw. So how have you been enjoying this game? It looks like this. Oh, you were playing this too. Oh, sweet. You were just streaming this too? You're probably way farther than I am. I think you've played it at least a couple times now, right? But how are you liking it? Someone told me on that clip on TikTok I was cringe. My ego was broken. Oh, you're not cringe. Oh, you finished it. Oh, cool. Top game of the year. Oh, wow. Nice. I can't wait for you to finish it. Hell yeah. 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 We're having a really good time in it so far. We just died because we were, everybody had decided that we were going to go ahead and work with this guy, but he's small time for us, so he decided to kill us because we disrespected him. Oh, I'm cringe, but I live with it. Yeah, he's got to own it, right? That's what it's all about. Being like owning your own cringe just makes it like confidence all of a sudden, right? Isn't that how that works? So that's all good. How dare he? Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna have to just be like, no, this is all good. This is going nowhere. See you later. And we'll see what happens with that choice. Yeah, thanks for bringing everybody over here, Hugh. If you need to, you know, take your breaks after stream, snacks or naps or whatever you gotta do, I totally understand. But I'm really glad that you enjoyed the game. That's so cool that you finished it. How many hours, if I can ask you, how many hours did you put into it? I'm curious. I'm wondering how long of a game it is. It feels like it could be a replayable, possibly. I'm obsessed with Para-Domma-sight and happy to see someone else streaming it. Hell yeah, yeah. Yeah, I almost missed it. It was actually Noah, I think, just saw it during the spring sale on Steam. And he was like, hey, Dom, this looks like a game you would like. And then I looked at it, and then it took me about 1 minute to realize that it was a game that I would like. And so I bought it. So that's how I found it. Very close to not having ever checked out this game. Because I had no idea it was coming. I certainly had no idea it came out. Yeah, I was glad to see that you were streaming it, though. You got no ads on it and flew under the radar for the Square Enix game. That's definitely a hidden gem. Yeah, it really flew under the radar because I didn't hear anything about this. Square Enix didn't put it in any of like the game showcases recently. Like, why not? It should have been in one of them. Something. I saw it pop up on the eShop. Oh, okay. So you got it on a Nintendo? Is that what you got on? Because I bought it on Steam. That's interesting. It's on all these platforms too, and nobody just... What, I guess it's maybe it's because it was one of these types of games. You know, it's like a visual novel. I just feel like they just don't get very much love from the gaming community that much. And it's like, I guess I get it. They're kind of niche, but they're really good sometimes. Like, this is a really good one, you know? I really like this one. Yeah, I'm just glad that we saw it. I'm glad that, you know, these things are still getting funding enough, like to have Square Enix actually publish something like this. That's pretty cool. It's really well made. You know, especially when you have like a visual novel that's like well done with like its animations and everything and its decisions. Like, this is way better than something that's on like Ren'Py, you know? Like, not that there's not good Ren'Py stuff out there, but this is, you know, very well made. Every moment is like, it's got like nice camera work and all sorts of stuff, you know? Which is cool. I like that about it. All right, but we're gonna go with This Is Going Nowhere. Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Oh, there you go. See, we're questioning him, You're just gonna steal my souls, douche. Well, you're just going to have to trust me. Or do you think you can collect them all yourself? Oh, why do we always, like, show our hand there? I'm at 92%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. What? I'm supposed to be able to ward off his curse, though, somehow. Okay. Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. So it didn't matter what we chose, we get to hear no matter what? Interesting. I would say reading it out loud roughly around 20 hours. Right, yeah, that's funny. That's like perfect to like give that number. Because like reading in your head versus reading out loud is a way different time score for sure. And just talking to people during it, right? I love Namagaki's face. Hell yeah, he's a handsome boy. You're not even close to being on my level. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own.
Let's forget all this joining forces business. You've got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. See? That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. A real shame you're just gonna waste it.
Yeah, I don't know how to ward it off at this point. I think it's too far. So I guess I just don't talk to him? We went through this last time. You can plug, you can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of the echo, is end for you. Damn it. And then we die again. But we're supposed to be able to ward off the... okay, we gotta figure that out. You need to add at least a few hours of interaction for Twitch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm learning exactly how much I need to add for that. This game has some backtracking, like can't do this conversation until later in the progression of the game. Yeah, that's definitely the conclusion I'm starting to come to for sure. I'm right on there with you. You could try going to the... to your inventory and try to trade. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, so you're just saying to click on it, right? Because I just that's not a mechanic in the game I know of, trading. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm confused on how that would work, but I'm willing to try it. Stupid phone keyboard. Oh, that's why you keep hitting B. I've noticed that for your spaces, you're accidentally hitting B. That's funny. Okay, we'll try clicking on it in my inventory and see what happens. I'm willing to give it a shot.
Give me your ghost powers. I see you have a ghost familiar. Is that your stand? I watched JoJo as well.
Items, Kirsten. See, I don't know how I'm supposed to trade it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it does. Let me think. Is he trying to pull? But if we chat with him, we can't leave anywhere. So I guess backtracking's not a thing, right? We have to like get past this somehow. There's supposed to be some way I can. Let's look around our surroundings somewhere. We have this lady here. She's confusing me. She's like, oh, don't mind me. I don't have the lighter anymore, so I can't use that in any way. Yeah, I thought it might give you an option or something, right? Yeah, maybe just because of the situation. The echo. The only thing it seems like I can do is talk to him. Is that why you said it was the bushwashing Manson? Is that why there are only legs? See, and that one's different, but it still had the check mark. But that was a little bit different than what it said last time. Young man, probably younger than me. Maybe a college student? This guy's quite a bold character. He's got confidence. I'll give him that. So all I have is items and think. And items, all I have is the curse stone. But yeah, I'm supposed to have some way. I'm supposed to be able to ward off the curse. The only thing I would think is because like by not hearing it, I guess. But he said I can't even plug my ears or anything. But and how would I even tell my guy to do that? Was there another option in the conversation? I just don't remember it. Maybe we'll say that we'll work with him again, and then was there another, maybe there was another branch there. We'll check that out. I like his sweater. He does have a nice sweater, right? He's very stylish. He seems like he's a very trendy guy, you know? Definitely dresses better than I do. I'll give him that. Okay, forces me... so I'll say fine, and we'll see if we got another option after that, maybe? I don't remember. We can host us both if we want. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks, glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. Tell me how many soldiers you have right now, and am I just gonna... I'm asking you how many? Is this just gonna the same way? I don't think I do have an option here. Yeah, because he had to immediately see 92, and this is going to do the same thing. It's just this exact same. So there's nothing in here I can do. Huh, I'm honestly stumped. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I've tried every option that I can find. So there's an option I don't know about? Because all I can do during that entire sequence is I have that one branch, and I've tried both branches. I don't understand. Steal a sweater somehow? That's not the solution, I promise, right? I just need to be more trendy, though. I need to be more fashionable, and that's the only way, is by stealing a sweater. Seemed alright. Less than favorable result. It's a mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of. Do you not? I do? Do I? What is that? However, as you have been here several times, allow me to expound on this further. Okay, thank you. If I'm not mistaken, you've already learned how to avoid hearing the voice of the curse echo somewhere. I have? If you're not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Yotaro. I have? I have a way of not hearing the echo? What other button do I have? Is there like, can I push a button? Is it that I need to like be pressing a button? Never to ward off the curse before it is activated. Bear in mind, Shogo isn't realizing this. So I have to make Shogo realize what it is, but if I can't even realize what it is, then how am I supposed to do it? Is there like a button that does something that's not on the screen? There's a zoom button. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Just focus real hard on not hearing it, right, dude? I guess. Yeah. We already looked at that. Button. I feel like the game's lying to me, saying that we learned something, dude. You learned how to not hear the echo. When? When did it... do you guys remember that? I don't remember that. A lot of you guys have been here since the beginning. Maybe the think button? Well, the think... I don't have it when we're getting cursed, man. When I click that, this is all I get. That's it. That's the think button. And then once I start talking to him, I don't get any other option. I'm so confused. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't get it. I might just have to look it up because I honestly don't understand it, and I'm like starting to just get irritated. I don't understand, especially since the game is trying to tell me like, oh, I learned it earlier. Am I gonna feel stupid? I just don't there's no other option. There's some fucking lady here, but what the fuck's she for? I'm trying looking around one more time everywhere. Oh, like clicking on everything again, looking at the surroundings. The canal with one-sided reed grew is supposed to be around here somewhere. And now there's no trace of it left. The woman says, "Oh, don't mind me." The bridge, large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Chao City. Look at him again, a young man, probably younger than me, maybe a college student. This guy is quite a bold character. He's got confidence, I'll give him that. Curse Echo. Is this his Curse Echo? He said it was the foot washing mansion. Is that why there are only legs? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Maybe it's some item, or you wanted me to click on the item button. I'll show you what's in there. This is what we get. We get to look at our our thing here, and it tells us how filled it is, and that's all that button does. So I don't know how we could use that. Just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page with where we're at. I'm totally for doing something again if you guys think I should try it again. Just trying to see if there is anything else to look at. I'm supposed to know how to not hear it because of something we've done before, but I think the game is mistaking something. Like, do you think we went through a sequence we didn't actually go through or something? Because I didn't learn jack shit about not hearing shit, dude. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, I got fucking nothing, dude. Think again. Chat between two curse bears. Yeah, the only option I have is to talk to him. And then there's something I'm supposed to do while talking to him. I guess I'm just gonna have to look it up, man. I think just about all of us have tried to rack our brains for what we could possibly do, and it sounds like none of us have come up with anything. Throw it in the towel. Keep your secrets, game. Sorry if it makes you upset, Hugh. We all play games differently. When it comes to like stuff like this where I just have to like find something, I have a really short patience for certain things, for some puzzles. And I don't want it to take away like my enjoyment of the game and the flow of the stream and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of layers of why I choose to do this. Oh, it's doing one of these things. Okay, but that doesn't make any sense. How would I have figured that out? Okay, well, I think that's fun. I think this is a fun thing, but I just think it's, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this version of it. It reminds me of Psycho Mantis. It's a Psycho Mantis thing, if anybody is familiar with Metal Gear Solid 1. In Metal Gear Solid 1, there are several things where you have to go outside of the game in order to solve a puzzle, and this is one of those situations. So in order to not hear the voice, we have to turn down the options because there's for no fucking reason, because there's no voices in the game. There's a voice volume, and so we just have to turn that all the way down, and that's the solution. So I don't know how satisfying that is for all of y'all, but I do think it's kind of fun. But at the same time, I don't know how I was supposed to come up with that solution. You know what I'm saying? I had to break out a walkthrough a few times for this one. Oh, really? There you go. You mind if I give you a mild spoiler for how you figure it out? Oh, yeah, I'm good. I appreciate you offering, but no, I obviously I already looked it up. Yeah. But that should do it, I guess, now. But there we go. Not intuitive. Yeah, it's not intuitive. You know, it's a fun thing, though. I could see maybe someone thinking outside the box and doing that, I guess. But, yeah, I guess I'm just too inside the box. I guess that's all I can say about that. It's neat, but also fucking stupid in an arrogant way. Yeah. I think there's part of me that's responding that way, certainly, yeah. But I can't say that I don't appreciate that level of, like, critical thinking, though. I do appreciate that it's trying to get me to really think about it, but... yeah, I don't. Maybe if the game actually had voices, I would have thought of that. But since the game is not voice acted at all, like, why would I think to go into the menu and do that? I think I know why, because you guys didn't get to see it. But when I first launched the game, the guy by the TV explains to you, like, as if you've never played a fucking video game before, how a video game works, like even down to like auto saving and seeing the images on the screen. It's ridiculous. But it is kind of cool in a way. But if I would have thought about that, I guess, as like, that is now the menu is a part of the game, because this guy that's next to the TV, and who's the one telling me I have a way of doing that, also taught me how to turn down the volume, because it was that level of tutorial. So it was trying to give me like something that you guys didn't get to see. So that's just all on me. So I think that's, if I'm really trying to think about like how they expected me to think about that, I think that is where they were trying to plant that in my head. But I also did that like 8 hours ago when I launched the game to see if it would launch before I streamed. Like at like noon today. So that was like a long time ago. So I guess I just wasn't thinking about it, but pretty cool. So I feel like the game needed voice acting. Yeah, I feel like it could really benefit from it. You know? Like just some really good voice actors, and it would be really cool. Like, not that I don't like voice acting. I think it's fun to voice act any game I can, but so I do appreciate the opportunity. But yeah, I think this game could have really benefited from it, since it's got such a great anime style too. I think you could have, especially would have got some, maybe even some noticeable voices. Although I always love no names, but could have been really cool, you know. Either way, let's do it now that we got it figured out. Because I just like, how does that work? So it's just like, all right, all of a sudden this hit me again. So we have to, whose volume is that? So, okay, does that mean that Shogo hears the non-diegetic music as well? Because if the volume, so then the sound effects bar, if I turned that all the way down, does that mean that Shogo could be snuck up on really easily because he couldn't hear jack shit except for the fucking dun 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 dun? You know, what other implications does this have? I don't know. We don't need to go that far. The character designer did the World's End with you, right? Like the throat is sore from reading everything. Yeah, and there's so much to read too, because they just keep hitting you with these like lore dumps of like, well, like history dumps of like the area, which I've read every single one. And it's been great, but it's like so much reading. It'd be nice if all I had to read was those, and then it would voice act the rest of it for me. He's got his own playlist in his own mind. Yeah, apparently, right? Hey, Drone Wolf, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? It's been a minute since I've seen you. How you been, bro? Been doing good. Been doing good. Trying to stay alive in this game. Here, let's go ahead and click through it now that we know what's going to happen. I guess we don't, doesn't matter which one we pick. So, the illusion of choice. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? This is going nowhere. Let's be a tough guy. Might as well. So what you been playing, Drone? Okay, we got all these drags. Yeah, we're gonna get his 1% plus, I guess, him. So that's what, 2%. And we're gonna kill this girl here because she's gonna walk away from us too, and she saw the crime. Is that what's gonna happen? All right, this might be a little bit different now that we turned down the volume. Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it is the end for you. Damn it. Hmm? A voice? I don't hear any voice. What? There's no way. And yet there he is, perfectly unharmed. Ow! What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse's conditions don't seem to have any, or seem to have been met. Damn it. Which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, if I'm honest, which doesn't really make it feel good. You know? I don't know. I feel like Psycho Mantis in, I'll just say, Metal Gear Solid did it better. Like, Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 did it better. But I do appreciate it on some level, though. This is my chance. Yutaro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine, I'll just be on my way then. But mark my words, I'll make you regret this. Oh, I mean, I don't even have to ask this time, guys. I think we know what's about to happen to this guy. Cursed! Cursed, bitch! Get cursed! Ah! Why? How is that lady. She's gonna get away, dude. Curse hurt as well. Well, we gained 20 soul dregs? Dude, he was lying. Why would he lie to us? But he was lying, dude. He was lying. Now we got over 100%. Yoko's coming back. Go. Gonna go into lurk mode. Good luck. Sounds good. You thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, all Domm, my friend. Thank you. If you're streaming, I'm signing off death counter duty since I may fall asleep. Have a great night, all. Sounds good. Yeah, sorry the death counter's not even working. I have so much I need to fix. Somehow mix it up to shit the bed tonight. So, guess that's something I gotta do this weekend. Of course, hope you have fun. Yeah, definitely. Having fun. Even with that little hiccup, it's okay. It's okay. Not gonna let it get me down. I really like the game. Thank God. And now I've gotten the last of the soul dregs I need. Was that just coincidence? He wasn't able to activate his curse for some reason. Things are going well. Luck must be on my side. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot just now. What the? Ah! No, what? Are we dead now? Story chart unlocked. So we got it filled up and then we died? Is that what happened? So we killed a bunch of people and then we die? Alright, tell me story, man. What's going on here? Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. Okay, okay. He was actually smart and lied about his soul dregs, lol, unlike Shogo. Yeah, exactly. I was like wanting to be able to control what Shogo said. He's like always just completely honest about it and bragging it too. What the fuck, man? This is the screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shogo Okai had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. There's a little bit more information here. Use the story chart button on the menu to quit playing a chapter and return to the story chart. If you quit midway through a chapter that you haven't finished, you'll have to restart that again from the beginning. Completed chapters can be resumed from various points in the chapter. The game will not return to a previous game state when resumed. If you return to the story chart by using the suspend command that appears on certain points, it is the same as quitting and returning to the story chart. There are 2 phases that must be completed to fully complete a chapter. If a chapter is finished while there are still tasks to be done, the chapter will not end, but will remain incomplete. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you have gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led her dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be all right. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter in the voice earlier, Shogo Okai has no way of knowing that himself. On that note, I'm curious. Have you determined how many people Shogo Okai has killed with his curse? Have you determined how many people he has killed? Well, let's see. How many people we killed? The first guy who came at us with Yoko, who was trying to take our stone. We killed the guy who had the curse bearer, the first curse bearer we came across, who put us in complete darkness. We killed the next guy. Who was the next one we killed after that? The girl. There was a girl that climbed over the fence. We accidentally killed her. Right? And then, I mean, we tried not to, so maybe we didn't kill her, but the game kind of made us think we did. So there was a girl, and then we came across the other girl in the garden that we ended up getting our away with, and we killed her. That's 4. And then last, I guess, was this last guy, right? So that's 5? 5 people? Unless we actually killed Yoko, then that would be 6, but that's not even an option. So 5. We're going to go with 5.
I see. I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 1.
1?
Well, that is all. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen.
He only killed one of those people? Weird. So there was another place we could have gone besides, so Yoko didn't have to die. Is that how that works? This branch here? Okay, let's go back here. Summary of previous events. Shogo Okai is with Yoko Fukunaga at Kinshimbori Park, searching for one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. His interest in the occult starts to grow as he learns more about it from Yoko. Okay. So I guess we resume it here, right? How is the right related to the mystery? Something happening to Yoko. Probably when something's happening to Yoko, I guess, right?
Whoa! What the hell? Feels like the air just changed.
Okay, so it was when we were looking away from her that it happened to her. So is that how the curse worked?
Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me.
No, this can't be, no.
Okay, just keep talking to her. She's screaming. Yoko!
It's no use, she's in no condition to talk. Keep yelling her name.
Huh? Or thinking now.
Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this?
There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko! Look at me. You're going to be okay. It's all right, there's nothing there. Yoko!
Maybe you need a FOV slider. Yeah, that would be nice, right? All right, looks like we got to the next section, then that's what we needed. So she didn't die this time, I hope. We'll see. This one's got like a little red dot on it. That just means it's been unplayed. Okay, Shogo cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies, unmoving, on the ground. Will his pleas get through to her? Okay, we're back at 1 a.m. Oh god, I need to think about ending the stream soon. I didn't realize I was that late. This is probably where we should end it, now that I think about it. Because it's like right at the start of a new chapter, you know what I mean? It's 11 o'clock. It's just a really good game. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to start getting real tired real fast, I think is the thing. Alright, let's save it here. We'll go to the story chart and save it there. Because I get that I have to restart it, that's totally fine. Save the game. Slot 1. Boom, story chart. There we go. Cool. Man, it's been a great game. I really appreciate you guys for joining me on this one as well. Glad you guys seem to be enjoying it. Possibly as much as I am. Possibly. Look, we got all of our great characters back here. Pretty interesting. Hopefully we can make it so Yoko doesn't die. Thank you for the stream, Dom. Thank you for hanging out, Never. And all you guys. Thank you, Hugh, again, for the raid. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lemur, Stella, Alantanta, everybody, for chatting me up. I really appreciate it. It's always a lot better when I got you guys here hanging out with me, enjoying these crazy things. All right, so for the weekend, let's see. Tomorrow we should have Papa streaming. I think he's got a vote up in the Discord too for what he's streaming. So check out Papa's general channel. And then we have Streams Planet Sunday, which we have. It's a possible all 4 of us again this Sunday. So if we do have all 4 of us, I think we're gonna try to finish Grounded. If not, we might play something else, or we might just prepare to finish Grounded instead. We might use it just as like a building a weekend. We'll see. But we are definitely gearing up to finish that one, and we'll be going on to some other cool stuff as well. But yeah, so don't miss that on Sunday. I should be there. So you can look for a notification from me if you like. Other than that, I'll be coming back around on Monday. I will be streaming some more Like a Dragon Ishin. We're still going through that, so come on down for that. Let's see if we got somebody to rate, shall we? Great stream, Dom. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought it was a lot of fun as well. It's thanks to this awesome game and this awesome community. Oh, we had the follow at the beginning of the stream. Thank you, Karobi. I don't know if you're still around, or Karob, but I appreciate you being here. All right, let's see. I got any friends on or what? Come on, there's gotta be more options here. I wish the raid tool for Twitch was a little better. Oh, you only have a few people on. We got Spoons on. Spoons playing some Resident Evil 3. We got Wolfamals on, playing some Played Up. We got Who Keith's on, playing some Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. How about we see if there's anybody else? There's probably some other people playing Para-Domma-sight. Should we try jumping on someone else's stream of this? Say hello. Oh, people are going to be in way different places than I am. Oh, how about the spoilers, dude? I just thought about that. Damn it. Oh, there's someone just figuring out the same puzzle I was in, I think. That's funny. Yeah, there's too many spoilers. Damn it. I hate that I play so many freaking games that have spoilers. Wolfie is cute as fuck. Should we go to Wolfie? We can go to Wolfie. Sounds good to me. Oh, Wolfie Mo. They're playing Plate Up, which it looks a lot like, I mean, I guess a lot of games like this, I would always say this, but it looks like Overcooked, maybe? Overcooked mixed with Diner Dash or something? Oh, nice. They're doing a co-stream too. Yeah, let's jump in on there, and that sounds cool. Thanks, Never, but I'm not streaming. Nice one, dude. Yeah, Papa Wolf a cutie. Raid. Daddy Lupus. Do I got it? We good? Okay. Starting the raid. Thank you, you guys who have stuck around for the raid as well. I appreciate that. Helping me show some support to other great streamers. And strengthen friendships. Alright, let me exit out of the game so I can join you guys for this. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next installment of this game. That'd be cool.
Sometimes you need to take responsibility for your own happiness.
Responsibility for your own happiness. Back to Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Hurry up. Hurry up. Alright. Alright, guys. We're going to get ready to raid out. So until I see you guys next time, stay happy, stay healthy. I love you all. And we'll hopefully see you on Sunday for whatever we end up playing. But if not, Monday for some more Ishin. Alright, bye, guys. Have a good night. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye. See ya.